Welcome to your $1,400 stimulus check and stimulus package update. So we have two things I really wanted to cover today. First, I wanted to talk about the targeting of stimulus checks. We have some news there. And also I found a clip that I thought was really interesting, kind of regarding the White House and the Senate and a timeline for the next stimulus bill. So jumping right in, for a couple weeks, there was an idea that was going around and picking up steam that we might see the next stimulus checks more targeted. And they would be more targeted by lowering the income limits on stimulus payments. On the most recent rounds, the first and second round, we saw income limits of $75,000 for individuals, $150,000 for couples, and there was talk of lowering those to $50,000 for individuals and $100,000 for couples. And that idea was building steam. President Biden said he was going to go for it. A lot of Democrats said they were going to go for it. And then in the last few days, we saw this sharply take a U-turn. Now, this is largely sparked by Bernie Sanders, who was quite mad about this, sent out tons of tweets kind of angrily saying, how are we going to give less relief than the last administration in the White House? And Janet Yellen, who's the Treasury Secretary, also kind of questioned this, wondering why we're doing it this way and citing that, you could have a school teacher or a firefighter who wouldn't qualify for a stimulus check, and that just doesn't quite seem right. So now, as we know, these updates can take a complete 180-degree turn on any given week, and it's looking like the next stimulus check is going to have the exact same income limits as the first and second round, those $75,000 for individuals, $150,000 for couples. Now, there are a few other differences, though. The phase out is going to be more steep with these next round of stimulus checks, so the cliff is going to be more steep, meaning after like that $75,000 limit, it's going to cut off much more quickly to avoid the highest income earners receiving any portion of a stimulus payment. Also, the next round is set to give stimulus payments to all dependents, including those over 17 years old. Adult dependents will also receive stimulus payments. And I know there's millions of people who will benefit from this. In fact, over 13 million people will receive a stimulus check under that adult payment guidance. And I know that's an issue that a lot of people wanted to see in the next bill. And on top of this, dependents and adult dependents would receive the full $1,400, not $500, not $600, but the full $1,400 payment. So this would equate to $5,600 in stimulus payments for a family of four, that being 2 children and 2 adults, or 2 children and 2 adult dependents. And also, I found a clip that I thought was interesting regarding the stimulus timeline and the Senate's busy schedule and what exactly is going on there with the impeachment trials right now. So I want to pull it over to this clip real quick. We can all take a watch together.
Tano with us. Alex, your view on how Biden and President Biden is playing this right now, meeting with these CEOs, talking stimulus, not saying a word about what's going on the other end of Pennsylvania Avenue. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think President Biden's tactic here on meeting with these folks in the White House right now, while everything's going on in the Senate, kind of shows that what we saw Senator Schumer saying, that both can be done at the same time. He can get his stimulus plan, bring coronavirus relief aid to companies and to, directly to people through checks, but then also, while the Senate can work on the second impeachment trial. And so I think that his focus here on bringing these aid efforts and letting Democrats negotiate what they want in this package shows that he's really driven to directly helping the American people, and that he won't be, distracted by this impeachment trial.
Okay, and that was the portion of the clip that I wanted to watch. It's about 5 minutes, but the rest of it isn't as important. So pulling this back over. This clip really addressed a potential issue I saw when it comes to the impeachment trials and just the amount of time it would take away from stimulus negotiations. The Senate would obviously be very preoccupied with the impeachment trial. So I really think overall this clip can be looked at as an indicator towards progress of a signed stimulus bill. And this seems possible because of the budget reconciliation approach. This means there's going to be far less back and forth negotiations between Democrats and Republicans, as Democrats have this budget reconciliation kind of trump card in their back pocket that they can use whenever they have this bill ready. So I think overall the progress is just inching more and more and more towards getting a deal done. So that's going to do it for today. That's everything you need to know regarding stimulus. And I would like to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a profitable day.